today we are back in Zero Escape of Virtue's Last Reward. And if we actually take a look at our timeline path, we're actually about halfway done at the moment, it seems. So, I think we're gonna start hopefully getting some more answers soon. Hello, Kai. And we actually were able to unlock our first lock last time by getting the info that Alice was killed by Radical 6. There is no murderer of Alice. Now, we don't know who kills Luna quite yet. Could be Radical 6 again. But we don't know for sure yet. Let's go ahead and jump in and see, because we have one more split. We've got an ending here. I hope at least.
一人は倉庫に向かうんじゃ。他の者たちがすでに倉庫で待っているかもしれんから。
Okay. I'm not quite sure why we're splitting
頼んだぞ。
up. Oh, that's right. I think Tenmyoji had to go back and grab his picture of Akame.
また後でね、シグマさん。
I watched them jog off toward the blue door. And then they were gone. Guess I should be getting back then. Yep, you should go back, Sigmund. Ding! All the way back. Okay, no interruptions. Let's see, what are we gonna find in the warehouse? I stepped into the warehouse to find all the other teams already there. Kay and Luna, Vi and Clover, and Dio. The moment Dio spotted me, he dashed over to the rightmost AB room and slid his card through the reader. Odd, Dio didn't do it before he got there that time. I wonder why. As he turned to look at me, I swore I saw a flash of a smug grin.
別に構わねえだろ。今回はシグマが戻ってきたのをちゃんと見届けてからゲートを開いたんだ。
It's just cause we called him out last time for opening it sooner. And Mitch and Quark aren't
そういえば、
here.
二人はどうしたんだ？
This time it's alright.
だったらすぐにやってくるだろう。
They won't take that
何の問題もない。
long. In this case, sure, Dio, sure. While we waited, we exchanged information about the rooms we'd investigated. Unfortunately, none of it seemed very useful. None of us had found anything, and we were no closer to unraveling any of the increasing number of mysteries we were faced with. With that discussion exhausted, we sat down to wait. Before long, 20 minutes had passed since Dio opened the door, and Tenmyoji and Quark were nowhere in sight.
なあ、いくらなんでも遅すぎるんじゃないか。
Yeah, this is getting a
心配です
little
ね。
suspicious.
何かあったんでしょうか？
では、私もお供しましょ
う。ミイラ取りがミイラにならないようにね。
Okay, Clover. That feels a little random of a comment, but whatever. To be fair, Tenmyoji and Quark weren't supposed to take that long either, and here they are with them not back yet. So, I gave a quick goodbye wave and stepped out of the warehouse. And back we go! Woohoo! Hey, it actually skipped the elevator this time. That's kind of a surprise. Alright, we're back in the director's office. And they're probably not here. Yep. Kind of as expected. Picture's gone though, so they definitely came back. I laid out the floor beam at... They must have taken the door that faces the warehouse. After that, they probably went through the warehouse and out the blue door to the elevator. Yeah, it's a much shorter route than going all the way through the red door. I don't know about that. Might as well head back. They're not here. I'd packed up the map and was headed toward the door when there was a light on where there hadn't been light before. Oh, yeah, that thing. We never used it in this room. Why is it on? I felt a sudden wave of inexplicable, nauseating dread. The light stared at me. I swallowed and edged cautiously toward it. It's a light. The machine was in arm's reach now. I stretched my hand out toward it, slowly. Hi! Who are you? Ah. Every other time we think we've found Zero, it turns out to be a fake, so I'm a little suspicious. But I guess he is outright saying it. Kinda interesting that he's putting so much emphasis on the fact that it's a recording. I considered taking a swing at him, but decided that was spectacularly futile, and kept my bald fist at my side. I wonder why. Termites. How wonderful. Zero always avoids the question. Talking about random subjects, or at least seemingly random subjects. Perfectly understandable to be confused. See, you said that there was limited time, dude, and now you're just rambling on. I feel like the reason there's not enough time is he keeps rambling. Get to the point, Mr. Zero, please. I mean, if you say so. I mean, not that I know of. Okay. This is definitely kind of feeling give me the Free the Soul vibes. The whole higher thought process and
さ
everything.
て、ここで我々人類について考えてみよう。
He's gonna call us the same as termites, just doing stuff because that's what we
我
do.
々はどうして生きている？何のために恋をし、何のために子供を産み、何のために物を生産し、目的は誰にもわからない。我々はただ遺伝子に刻み込まれたプログラムにのっとって単調な毎日を繰り返しているだけだ。さあ、ここまで言えばもう分かってもらえるだろう。
Yeah. And it's all pointing towards you being a member of Free the Soul.
要するに私が言いたいのは、シロアリも人類も同じなのではないかということだ。我々は日々の営みを繰り返しながらもつまり我々は何を作っているのか知らないのだ。それを認識できるのは我々人類よりも高次な知性を持った存在のみ。
Sure,
あるいは
Zero,
その存在
sure.
から見れば我々人類は何かとんでもなく秩序だったエレガントな構造体を作っているのかもしれない。我々人類が悠久の時の中で構築し続けてきたその何かはもう一次元高いレベルから見るならば恐ろしく感動的な何かである可能
If
性
you
も
say so.
否定。そして今君はその片鱗を知ろうとしている。
Oh,
違うか
really?
いずれにせよ、これで一つ目の話は終わりになる。
This is interesting.
これが私の伝えたかった。
I wonder if this might be a
続けて
hint
二つ目
towards
の
the
話に移ろ
lions.
う。これは君の人生を、いや、数十億という人々の命をつなぎ止めるためのも
More
の。
immediately
いささ
meaningful.
か唐突ではあるが、
I was
だから
right.
私はある一つのパスワードについて教
We're
え、
gonna get a password.
爆弾01を解除するためのパスワードだ。
Okay. We've got the 0 password, and we're now gonna get the 1 password.
いいかね。一度しか言わないから。よ、01の開始 BQZ RGJ DXR だ。
We're gonna have that ready to go when we do come up to the bombs. I had no idea what he was talking about. What bomb? Was he saying there were bombs too? If he'd guessed at my future confusion, he showed no sign of it.
さて、以上をもって私からの話は全て終了となる。最後に一つだけ忠告しておく。今ここで聞いたこと、見たことについては決して他の者たちに話してはならない。もしも話せば、その時点で君にはペ
Dang
ナ
it.
ルティが課せられることになる。
Well, that's problematic.
では、またいつかその時を楽しみにしている。
Except he just did. Sort of. He's totally still there on our side. I found myself yelling at empty air. And now it's gone. The hologram had disappeared. And unfortunately, it would make sense that Zero Jr. is gonna penalize us. Because he is in fact paying attention. So, termite to other dimensions. That's right, he didn't really give us any clues as to why he kidnapped us. But whatever then. I kicked out a nearby shelf. Pudding!
アンビデックスゲーム投票の締め切りまで残り10分です。
So that means we took 15 minutes, nearly as long as
プ
Temyoji and
レ
Fork
イ
did.
ヤー
Well,
は所定の
at least before we left. Yeah, no point in staying here, Sigma. I spun around and ran out of the room toward the warehouse.
じっちゃん、シグマさんが戻ってきたよ。
Yep. We just missed him.
どうにか間に合ったようじゃ。
I do wonder, they probably saw a message too, actually. It is most likely that they also saw a message, because that's what took them so long.
AB ルームの中だよ。
Yeah, we're slow.
そうじゃ。
うん。じっちゃんが
Nice.
投票の前にどうしても話しておきたいことがあるからって。
Are we finally gonna get the info that he was gonna tell us before? And kept getting interrupted?
まあ大したことではない。わしとクオークは次のラウンドで必ず協力を選ぶ。ただそのことを
Yeah, you
確
can
かに
promise
そう
what
じゃ
you
が、
want.
わしらには必ず
Okay, what's your logic?
わしとクオークの BP はともに8。正直に言うが、すでにリーチがかかっておる状態なんじゃ。この状態でわしらがまず前提条件としてこの条件の下ではわしらが協力を選ぼうと裏切
Uh-huh.
そうじゃ。であるならばあえてシグマを裏切るまでもない。
True.
共に協力を出し合ってポイントを増やした方が
Dude, that's the thing I'm worried about, is how would they trust us enough to not choose betray?
だからじっちゃんはそれはしないって宣言してるんだよ。
That's the whole issue with this game. It's all a game of trust and
も
lying.
ちろんじゃ。
Yeah, great for you, but we're stuck at 5 points. We have been left behind many
保
times
証
at
は
this
あ
point.
る。わしの言葉がそれじゃ。わしらは目標値に達しても決して9の扉そう誓おう。他の者たちを置き去りにして2人だけで脱出するわけにはいかんからな。
僕も誓う。約束する。
Okay.
わしは約束は必ず守る。
To be fair, out of anyone, these two are the most likely to keep
信
it.
じてくれ。
お願い。信じて、シグマさん。
Although, to be fair, I truly thought Kay would be the same too, but I guess not. Okay. Now time to go in.
では
Take
頼んだぞ。
enough.
絶対に約束だからね。
That they turned and ran to the AB room second floor. Oh, guess we should get moving. Use our star key card. Okay. Time to start the game. Yep, 1 minute remaining. I had a decision to make. Should I trust Fork and Tenmyoji? Well, I could believe they were telling the truth and still betray them. That would bring my VP to 6. It'd be that much closer to 9. And choosing betray would guarantee that they wouldn't try and escape without the rest of them. Betrayal seemed like the safe bet, but
お願い。信じて。絶対に協力だよ。約束だからね。
yeah. Tenmyoji I could betray easily enough. But Quark? What the hell was I gonna do?
投票のし9、8、7、
Our big countdown!
5、4、3、2、1。
We're gonna go the... I would honestly ally with them at this point. But we're gonna pick Betray for the bad route. Or at least I think it's gonna be the bad route. We're gonna have
結
to
果
see.
は倉庫内のディスプレイお使いアンビデ
Okay, let's see what they picked. Beep beep.
一度
Do. Okay. Yep, up against Dio, so obviously a betray. Ooh. Oh! They tried to betray. Clover is now out. And we know what happened last time Clover went out.
結果は各自。
Ah, man. I was kind of worried about that because the way Quark was so eager to convince us to ally. And every time someone is that eager, it happened with Kay, it happened with Clover, it happened with Quark. People need to not be so eager to try to convince me to ally with them so they can betray.
クォークは関係ない。投票はわしが独断で行ったんじゃ。
So why
それは
did
お
you choose
互い
it?
様じゃろう。じゃが今は言い争いをしている場合ではなさそうじゃな。見ろ、四つ葉が9の扉の前に立っておる。
Clover's gone. This is a bad route no matter what, it seems. We get stuck inside, and either Tenmyoji, Clover, and Quark get out, or just Clover gets out. Yep. Same thing. We've already seen Clover get out once before. We know for sure that she doesn't care.
あの女
Yep, she did see and you don't get to get out.
待ってよ、四つ葉さん。仲間を呼んでくる。アリスの敵。
Others. Clover.
9の扉が9。
それじゃ四つ葉さん。
So she's not happy about this one.
待ってください、四つ葉さん。
てめえさせるか
I don't think you can stop her though, Dio. Dio leapt at Clover, his fists raised. Clover easily avoided him and moved toward the door.
さよなら。
I caught one last glimpse of her face as she slid through the door. It was a mask of ice. Yep. Anytime Clover loses someone close to her, it hits hard. And it's looking like there may not be a way to save Alice. Maybe. We're gonna have to... We don't know for sure yet. There are other
9
routes.
の扉、これにてお疲
It
れ
kinda
なお。
looks that way
ど
with
うぞ
the
ごゆ
hard for
残りの。
Okay, there's our game over. And now, time to go back and choose ally. Even though we know it's gonna bring us back down to 1 point.
投票の締め切りまで残り1
Yep.
分です。
We don't need your announcement. Cool, we're gonna be the gullible people and pick ally.
Ambidex 一同。
Okay. Congratulations, you guys. You duped me. Let's see if we get any info out of it. I'm betting it was probably Clover who convinced Luna to betray Kay. That's gonna be my guess.
結果各自。
Alright, you two. What's your excuse now?
クォークのことは投票は
ちっちゃん。
But why'd you
わ
do
しが
it?
誓ったのは次のことだけじゃ。わしらは目標値に達しても いや、そうではない。脱出はもちろんさせてもらう。
Oh, he must have figured out what Clover was gonna do.
見ろ、あれを。四つ葉が9。
Yep. He must have figured out that Clover was gonna do the same thing, so he had to get out. And that's why he wasn't really surprised, unlike everyone else.
そんな。
9の扉。
あのバカ女。
だが結果発表によると
Yeah, Quark and Tenmyoji also have more than 9 points, guys.
おい待て。
That's 3 of them out of here.
翼まさか脱出するつもりなんですか？そうじゃなかったら
I mean, at this point,
開かないでしょ。
it would be dumb to stay behind if you have the option to leave.
どうして。
外に出てゼロボスを捕まえるためにね。
Who are the
天明
others?
寺とクオーク行くのか？
ああ、すまんな。
Not really.
んねみんな。
どうじゃシグマ、納得したか？わしは約束を破ってはおらん。
Dude, that's what.
9の扉を開いたのはわし。まあどうとでもいい。わしはどうしても外に出なければならんのじゃ。一刻も早くここを出て奴に制裁を下さねばならん。
奴とい
無論ゼロボスのことじゃよ。
Obviously
ゼロボスが
Zero.
どこにいるのか。
ああ、ここまで来たのじゃからもう言ってもか。わしはゼロボスのことをよく知っておるん
He's
じ
not
ゃ。
gonna tell us.
なんだと？
He's not gonna say nothing, is he? He always gets the extra info, but won't say anything.
9の扉が開。9。
さあ天明寺さん、クオーク。
うん。
ちょっと待って。
It almost feels like Clover and Tenmyoji planned this ahead of
シグマ
time.
さん、
Quark held something out. I looked down to see 2 pieces of folded paper.
手紙。AB ゲームの前に所長室で書いたんだ。
So that's what took them
こ
so
れを読ん
long.
でもらえれば、じっちゃんと僕のこと、だから、はい。
Interesting. Not quite what I was expecting, but hey, it works. We'll get more info about who Tenmyoji is. He pressed it into my hand.
それじゃあね、シグマさん。
Then he turned and ran toward the door, Tenmyoji and Clover following in his footsteps. I was so surprised by the letter that I didn't even try to stop them. Before I could think of anything to say.
ではな。
じゃあね。
That's the one thing I don't really agree with, is everyone tries to stop them from leaving, but like, you're seriously gonna try to keep them in here with you? That seems rather mean.
9これにおつかなおどうぞ残り。
Now it's time to figure out what's in that letter.
くそ。
And of course, Dio's not very happy about this.
あとは、あの3人が助けを呼んでくれることを。
ええ。
そうですね。
I looked down at Quark's letter and slowly unfolded it. His handwriting was slightly uneven, but he'd filled both pages with writing. I began to read. It was a really stormy day when you found me. Said the rain was coming down so hard it almost hurt. But somehow, he managed to hear a baby crying. I guess I must have been crying pretty loud. He took me home and did his best to raise me, but he'd never been married or had a kid before. I think it was really hard for him. He couldn't figure out how to mix the formula, so he's always carrying the directions around with him. Also, I guess I was a pretty picky eater. No, didn't mean to skip that. Hold on. So, if you didn't get the water to formula ratio just right, I wouldn't eat it. I thought it was kind of a pain, huh? But I didn't give up. Now, here I am. When he found me, I was really, really small, and he was worried that I might not make it. That's why he named me Quark. A quark is a really, really small thing, and I was really, really small too. Grandpa didn't need to worry though, as it turned out that I was pretty tough. When I was 1, he forgot I was sleeping in the bed of his truck and drove off. I rolled out and went off the back, but I didn't even get scratched. Wow! Okay then. I started walking when I was 2, and when he wasn't looking, I fell down the stairs. I didn't get hurt then, either. When I was 3, I got really sick. I had a super high fever for a week, but eventually, I got better. I guess you could say I'm pretty lucky. Anyway, I didn't really have any more accidents after that. I was a pretty healthy kid. By the time I was 6, I'd started helping Grandpa out with his work. His job was to gather junk from abandoned buildings. Then, he'd fix it up or pull out the useful parts and sell them. There are plenty of abandoned buildings, but finding good stuff in them was hard. You had to know which parts were useful, or you could end up wasting a bunch of time. Every time I'd find something, he'd explain to me what it was, how it was supposed to work, and how to fix it, all sorts of things. Usually, though, I just wanted to finish up work so I could go to the theater. The theater came to our town once a week in a wagon. They'd show old news or movies. I went every single week. Grandpa only went once in a while, and he'd only go weeks when they showed movies. Oh yeah, I didn't know that I'd been adopted until I was 7. One of the other kids on my block told me. I guess after Grandpa found me, he looked all over town to try and find somebody who'd take me. The kid from my block actually had a mom, and he'd ask her if she would take me too. I gotta admit, I was pretty shocked when I heard that. There weren't a lot of kids with parents around, so hearing that someone lived with his actual mom was pretty impressive. I was also kind of surprised that Grandpa had tried to get someone else to take me. Did that mean he didn't want me? The kid who told me about Grandpa trying to get rid of me was a real jerk. He was totally spoiled, and he'd brag to everybody about how he had a mom. He liked to come up to me while I was working and say stuff like, "It must be hard not to have a mother." It never bothered me before, but after I found out that Grandpa had adopted me, I started to think that maybe he didn't really want me. If I could work on my own, then he could get rid of me. I was scared to know the truth, so I never asked him. Then one day, he took me to a bar in our neighborhood. During the day, of course. We went there sometimes to drink scotch, but I'd never gone before. When he got in, he just walked up to the counter with that grumpy look he has, and I thought, oh no, he's gonna make me work here. But I was wrong. I saw him pass something to the bartender, and then he picked me up and set me down on the stool next to the counter. The stool was pretty high, especially for a 7-year-old kid. My legs just dangled off of it. It seemed really, really high to me, and I was pretty nervous. Eventually, the bartender came back over with a glass of scotch and another big glass full of something else. As I looked closer, I realized that the second glass was full of some sort of brown liquid with a scoop of ice cream in it. Is that root beer float? It took me a minute to realize what it was. A root beer float. I'd never seen one before. I was so surprised. Root beer was even more expensive than the nicest alcohol in the bar. To me and the other kids, it seemed more like an urban legend than a real drink. There it was, right in front of me. I stared at the float. I still wasn't sure it was real at that point. I turned to look at Grandpa. He looked back at me. I didn't know what to do, so I turned to the bartender. He'd already turned around and moved off, though, so I figured he must have put the glass down in front of me on purpose. It still didn't seem like it could be real, and I was just staring at it when Grandpa told me to hurry up and drink it before the ice cream melted. His gruff voice sounded like an angel's. Is this really mine? He nodded. Words can't describe how awesome it was. I'd never tasted anything like root beer before. The creamy sweetness of the ice cream made my entire head feel light. I felt like the luckiest boy in the whole world. That's not an exaggeration, I really thought that. The root beer float was delicious, and what made me even happier was that Grandpa. When I looked over at him, he was smiling. I know that's gotta be hard for you to imagine, but he really was. Right then, I didn't care whether he'd just found me and adopted me or not. He'd bought me a root beer float. That made me way luckier than some kid who had a mother that had never tasted root beer. Of course, after we left the bar, he was the first kid I bragged to. Of course. So Grandpa and I were doing pretty good. Until the fight. I was in a super bad mood that day. I'd torn one of my shoes that morning. Some little drunk guy had yelled at me. All the junk I found was totally useless. The day was almost over and I was fed up, so I just grabbed some random trash and took it back to them. When I showed what I found to Grandpa, he frowned. He started going through each thing I'd brought back, explaining why they were all useless. I got really mad and just yelled, "I don't care!" And he got mad and I couldn't take it anymore. I ran away. I was pretty upset, and I started thinking that maybe Grandpa had only adopted me so he could raise me to work and make money for him. After a while, I went and hid in an abandoned building. But by then, I started to calm down and think that maybe I should go back and apologize. It started raining pretty hard, though, so I decided I should wait for it to stop. That was just an excuse. The truth was that I was nervous. Part of me knew I'd done something wrong, but I didn't want to admit it. The rain didn't stop, though, so I just sat there, staring out at the gloomy gray sky. I imagined Grandpa coming to get me. It kept raining all night, and he never shut up. I gave up waiting and decided that it was time to go home. I was about halfway there when I heard somebody groaning. At first, I thought I should just ignore it and not get involved. But I went over anyway. It was Grandpa. He was totally soaked, and I could tell right away that he'd been there for a really long time. I yelled, and he opened his eyes a little bit. He smiled weakly and said he was glad I was safe. He'd spent all night out in the rain looking for me. It felt awful. Grandpa had been out in the rain looking for me so long that he'd collapsed. That was horrible. He'd heard me crying in the rain, but I hadn't heard him. As I ran to get the doctor, I promised whatever god might be listening that if they would only save Grandpa, I'd never ask for another root beer float ever again. He got a real bad fever, and his temperature wouldn't go down for days. The doctor said that if it kept up, he'd die. If he died, then I'd be all alone. There wouldn't be anybody left to care about me. The thought of that happening terrified me. Fortunately, I must have passed some of my luck on to Grandpa, because a week later, his fever finally broke. I was glad he wasn't going to die, but I was also a little scared. What if he had decided he didn't want a stupid kid like me around anymore? My plan was to apologize as soon as he woke up. When the moment came, my brain just stopped. Grandpa started talking, and it took me a minute to realize he was apologizing. I didn't know what to think. He explained that he was an old man, and that meant he was probably going to die sooner rather than later. He was strict with me because he wanted to make sure I'd be able to make it on my own after he was gone. But maybe he'd been a little too strict. All of the things I'd worried about had been stupid and selfish. Grandpa cared about me a whole lot. He'd been worried when I ran off, and had gone out into the rain to look for me. I tried to apologize. When I opened my mouth, I just started crying. I don't think I've cried that much since I was a baby. But he just smiled and patted my head. I asked him if he'd ever regretted adopting me. His eyes got all wide and he said, "Of course not." He told me that he was looking for a really important lady. Because of that, he had to give up on pretty much everything else in his life. That's when he took me in and started raising me. He felt like he'd gotten some of what he lost back. Okay. I am pretty sure at this point that Tenmyoji is Junpei just going by a different name. At this point, that is what I am going with for my theory. That was when I decided I'd stay with him forever. Even if he said I couldn't. Hey, we got the Tenmyoji end. Alright, there we go. We have our second ending. And it looks like we'll have one ending for each character, with, I'm assuming, the main ending being ours. That's what I'm gonna guess. Yeah, I am definitely guessing that Tenmyoji is just Junpei. And that's why he seemed to know the old lady who we assumed to be Akane. Alright. Let's go ahead. Another vote. This time, it's time to betray.
シグマダメだよそんなの自殺あいつがありえないよ絶対
Fine then, Clover, you convinced us. You're not getting out of here, Dio, and I'm not gonna die. Not this round. At least I hope not. Clover and I walked slowly out of the AB room. Dio glanced over at us as he exited his own room. I looked away before I could make eye contact.
シグマあれだけ言ってたのに別にせめて決断は正しかったと思う
Yeah, don't pressure us, Clover. You already did enough of that, and it convinced us to change our mind.
別に私がシグマの立場だったとしても裏切りを選ぶと思うしとにかく別の方法を探りディオの隙をついて薬を奪うの二人で協力すればきっとなんとかなると思う
I don't think he is gonna give us an opening.
あとそれから大丈夫だよアリスは信用できるしディオにはバレてないはずだからさあとりあえず結果だけ
I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is gonna end up going badly either way. Alright, Dio. Okay. Yep. I mean, I don't think Dio is ever going to hit the button ally. Ever. I really don't think so. Oh, Kay's going to escape this time. That's how it's gonna end, is Kay's gonna leave again. That's probably what it's gonna be.
各自バングルの数字をご確認ください
Quark almost made it out, too. But we know Quark won't leave without doing it. From what we just saw with that ending, at least.
おいどういうことだよ
We knew you were trying to kill us, Dio.
お前クオークがどうなってもいいのか
おいどういうことだシグマ
Yep, time for everyone to find out.
それをディオに奪われて
Yep, Dio stole it. Which, if you smash it, you're not getting away with that now. Everyone's gonna gang up on you.
それじゃあ今ディオさんは抗ウイルス薬を
いや持ってねえ
You liar.
ああ正確に言うと2秒後には持ってないことになるだろ
Yep. The moment the words left his mouth, I knew what he planned to do. See, that's when you go and tackle him. Well, you tackle him before he gets to that point, honestly. I leapt toward him as I spoke, but it was already too late. Dio snatched the vial out of his pocket, brought it up. Smash. Threw it to the ground.
そんな
Yeah.
なんてことすんのよ
約束は約束だお前らが協力を選んでりゃこんなことにはならない
Yeah. But we...
恨むなら自分たちを恨め
No, it's all you, Dio. I'd had enough. Something snapped in my brain. Oh no, is Sigma gonna become the new killer? To be fair, I say let Dio have it. He is a jerk. There is no goodness in him at all. I let out a guttural roar and leapt forward, only to be stopped short by a firm hand on my arm. It was
よせ、
fine,
やめろ。そんなことをしている場合ではないからだ。
because Kay is about to escape.
見ろ。Q。
We are determined. Kay, as much as I wanted him to be kind, he is, in fact, very much willing to leave.
まさか。
I think the only people are Luna, Vi, it depends on the situation for Tenmyoji and Quark. I don't think Quark would do it, especially if Tenmyoji wasn't ready. But we've obviously seen it go the other way around. And so I really think us, Vi, and Luna are the only three. Well, maybe Alice? Maybe. We don't really know with her. Everyone else is too eager to get out of here. Suddenly, we were all running toward Kay in the number 9 door. Oop! Okay. See, the moment that lever is pulled, too bad for everyone else. There's nothing you can do.
どういうつもり？難しい質問ですが、あえて答
You're
えるとする
attempting to leave.
悪ふざけや冗談の類で、私は至って大真面目です。これは合理的な判断に基づくものなのです。
No, it's really
私
not.
たちにとって目下の最優先事項とは何でしょう？
The best solution would be to wait.
クオーク君、救うことです。一刻も早く彼を病院へと連れて行かなければ。
But how do
そ
you
のため
plan
に
on
は
getting him?
誰かがここを出て助けを呼んで、そして今それができるのはこの私しかいません。
Yeah, sorry, Kate. Your logic is not the greatest, in
み
my
んなを置き
opinion.
去りにして。
ですから助けを呼んでくると言っているではありませんか。
That's true. This much I do believe Kay. Every time he has escaped, it's always been in an attempt to get help for others. He just doesn't think about the fact that leaving us all here is part of the problem.
せめて次のラウンドまで待てなかったんですか？そうすればクオーク君の PP を Q にして一緒に連れて行くことだって。
Even that would have been
次
a
のラウ
wise
ンドでの
choice.
クオーク君の対戦相手は間違いなくクオーク
True.
君の
We
PP を
all
入れるこ
know
とになります。
exactly what Dio would do.
私がより確
I don't really think it is. Well, maybe logically. It may be the wisest choice logically,
Q の
but
扉
not
が開
emotionally.
放されました
Definitely not emotionally.
Q の扉
そういえば、
Okay.
ああ、アリスさんなら倒れてはいますが、ご心配には及びません。ただ、眠っているだけです。
Dude, you knocked her out!
そんなアリスに何をしたの？
それは、では、失礼します。
Dang. Kate actually knocked us out. Okay. Dio charged at Kay. The larger man easily sidestepped him and tumbled nimbly through the door just before it closed.
Q のとこれにお疲れなおどうぞ
Okay.
残り
Another bad ending for us. That was a very quick ending. Alright, back up we go. All the way back to up here with round 1. Wait, I should probably look at the flowchart
投
actually.
票の締め切りまで残り
This
10秒
was
です。
ally. So looks like it's
と
time
に
to
かく
betray.
お前はじゃんけんに勝った。約束さあ、協力裏切りか。
We're gonna betray. In this case, that's actually a good thing. First round, not so good. This time, a little bit better. We're not going to be at risk of dying this time around. As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. And Myoji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that?
裏切りを選んだか。ひどいやつだな。
You are the one who prompted us to do that.
私はそんなことは一言も言っていないが、もしも天明寺に裏切られと聞いただけだ。
Huh. Now she can't be blamed.
さあ、
Ai is really good at that, actually. She is pretty good at manipulating.
何してるんだ結構
We're coming, Zero.
とにかく今は行くぞシグマ。
Yep, and Myoji does try to betray us.
揃ったみたいだ。おいじゃあさ
Let's go!
第一結構皆さん
Round 1! Or Luna. Or Alice. Sorry, Tenmyoji. Huh. Wait a minute. Well, that's interesting. I was pretty sure he betrayed last time. I guess they swapped it up on us. Well, it's now even across the
と
board.
いうわけ各自ば
Sorry, Tenmyoji.
まさか裏切られ。
He chose betray last time. Oh.
前回
Oh. Morphogenetic field info.
何の
coming in.
話じゃ。
The truth was, I didn't know why I'd said that either. The words had just appeared in my mouth before I knew I was saying them.
裏切りを選んだのは理由を聞きたいのはこちらの方じゃ。
天明寺は裏切るかもしれないと。
心外じゃな。わしが裏切りを選ぶはずがなかろう。
Except you do.
わしはお前さんたちを信じておなのにこの仕打ちとは。
悪かったよ。謝る。
I mean,
そう
we are the
か。
one who pushed
そ
the
れも
button.
そうだな。
Fi is so good at manipulating.
悪いのはシグマだ。恨むならシグマを恨んでくれ。
ついに仲間割れをしおったか。
Yeah, Fi is gonna turn us.
ねえ、そんなことはどうでもよい。とにかくわしはもう二度とお前さんたちを信じる。この借りはよく覚えておくんじゃ。
Oh, just you wait. I tried to think of something to say, but before I could come up with the right words, it was gone. Spun around. What the? Fi's gone too. Bye! Everyone's just buying. As I looked around the room for Fi, I noticed that Clover, Kay, and Luna seemed to be having some kind of an argument as well. I moved closer and did my best to listen surreptitiously.
どうして悪いとは思うんだけどやっぱ
申し訳ありませんが
そんなみんなで協力を選べば一緒に脱出できたんですよ
Luna's the only
協
logical
力
one
同士で
here.
2点を獲得して BP の初期値は3だったからその6点が加わればなのにどうして
There truly is no reason.
それはもちろん分かってるでも
相手が強力でこちらが裏切りなら 3点を獲得できます。
Yeah, but then you need to convince your next opponent to choose ally as
それ
well.
を2回繰り返せばプラス6点。つまり
協力同士で脱出するには AB ゲ
裏切りを成功させれば。
そんな風に当たり前みたいに言わない。まるで私の方が責められてる。
何も責めているわけではありませんよ。
ただ普通に考えたら裏切りを選ぶよねって。
No, it really doesn't.
わかりました。信じた私が。
Poor Luna. Luna walked off with her head buried between her shoulders. Her back trembled as if perhaps she was crying, but I couldn't see her face. It's not like we can do anything either, because we also betrayed. Alice, Theo, and Quark, however, seem to be having some issues of their own.
もういいわ。覚えてなさい。
お前のせいだからな、クオーク。
Theo trying to blame.
なんで僕のせいにするんだよ。
That happens every time, and yet we don't believe him anymore. Nope.
ねえゼロ。
よくわかったね。
だってあなた第1ラウンド。
Let's skip some stuff at least. Oh, we're actually able to skip all the... Oh, I guess we've had people... That combo of people have their life threatened before already. So I guess it's not that big of a deal. Nice, we get to skip a lot of stuff here then. Move on, right on to the new stuff. Okay, lunar eclipse and all that stuff, yep. Wow, we really really have gone through so much stuff. We're able to skip all
シグ
of
マ
this.
か。
Oh, hey, this is a different combo now. I totally forget which combos we've done
何
at
し
this
に来よっ
point.
た。
Sorry, Tenmyoji. Oh yeah, it's because Tenmyoji doesn't like us right now.
わしが医者でお前さんが患者ならそうしたらお前さんを診療台の上に横たわらせてそこに置いてあるメスで体中を切り刻んでやるわい。
Tenmyoji's really not taking that betrayal well.
当たり前じゃろうが。お前さんのせいでわしの BP は1になってしもうたんじゃ。
This is not his
謝
first time
って
being
済む
dead
問題で
to
はなかろう。
Wow.
いいね。それは犬。さっさとここから立ち去れと言って。
Wow, and we're being a smart ass
暇
in
ではなく
return.
島。取り付く島もない。上げ足。
We are being a smart ass. Kind of funny though. I shoved my hands in my pockets and looked around the room.
ついたての向こうに2人いる。
Yep, Quark's on the other side.
1人はクオーク。向こう側を調べておる。もう1人は言わなくても。
Yep, who we believe he knows.
こんなところで不意に当然のことじゃ。むしろ今何事中にはきっと生き延びであるならば犯人を
Okay.
彼女を両者は同一人物。わしはそう思っ
I
て
think
おる。
this is actually all the same stuff. Yeah, we can skip it.
わしを裏切った相手に教えてやる義理などない。
What? What did we just say? Oh, the when. Okay, so we still don't get to know that info. Because last time we got interrupted. And this time he's not gonna tell us because, oh no, last time he said, he can't trust us.
よせやめろクオーク
Granted, he still
決
never
して
tells
答え
us.
て
Oh, okay. Quark is not down yet. Okay. He is just standing there, a blank, slightly confused look on his face. Quark? He's been stunned.
何？どうかした？
Yep. His thinking has been slowed down. turned to look at Tenmyoji. He looked back confused.
なんか早口でよくわからなくて。
Uh-huh. We actually are getting the hint now for Radical
頭が
6
ぼやっと
beforehand.
して何を言ってるのか聞き取
Instead
る
of
こ
him
とが
just
でき
passing
な
out,
く
this
て。
is kind of interesting. My head felt kind of foggy, and I couldn't really make out what he was saying.
でも今はもう大丈夫。
If you say so,
Naotamita.
buddy. Okay, but that confirms that in the route where we have to put in the password in the director's room, we have Radical 6 as 6.
多分疲れがで突然こんなところに閉じ込められて、それに。
I mean, we already suspected it, but that description by Quark
それに。
confirms it. Glanced at the bed in the back of the room. On it lay the body of the old woman. I mean,
そうじゃな。
I feel like it's not. Quark already saw it.
クオー
So,
ク、こっちへ来い。
if you say so, buddy. I feel like it's really not as big of a deal as they're making it out to be.
一度ルナに見てもらった方が良いのではないか。
They need to figure out what's up now, Quark, before you go
あいつ
missing.
は医者のようじゃから。
Because in the first path, we never even figured out what was wrong with Quark. We suspected that he had Radical 6, but we didn't get it confirmed
だか
until
ら
this
大丈
one.
夫だって言ってるじゃん。まったくもう僕が膝小僧をすりむいただけですぐに
You're not fine, Quark. Ah, man.
それよりも秘密の抜け道みたいなものだったら
No secret passages.
お前さんに言われるま。
I grinned and turned toward the exit. Alright. To the crew quarters we go. For our last room, and we're probably gonna be able to skip through this one. Most likely, at least.
Sigma.
Yep. And so this is giving us the info about Clover being in the previous Nenner games. Oh, hi Dora. What was that? Hi Tenmyoji. Oh, this is probably where Quark collapsed.
ルナはどこじゃ。
ルナなんてここには
Not here.
どうしたの？
クオークが大変なんじゃ。突然倒れてし。
Yep.
とにかくルナを探さなければ。あいつは確か医者。医務室じゃ。
He never made it. He didn't make it very
了
far,
解よ。
apparently. We bolted out of the crew quarters and head towards the lounge and lived. Hey look, we didn't have a transition. Right, I can probably skip this stuff. So this is just the info telling us that Quark has Radical 6, and him trying to stab himself. Yep. Lots and lots of info, but we already did all that. Right, and we only have the one option.
わしは絶対にシグマとは組まんぞ。さっきの AB ゲームで
Yeah.
投票したのはシグマ。
私はディオとだけは組みたくないわ。理由は天明寺さっき裏切られてる。
クオークのせいで信用ガタ落ちだな。
Sure, Dio. Quark torpedoed your reputation.
では。
いやそれもダメじゃ。
どうしてですか？
悪いがファイルナ。お前さんたちのことは信用ならんのじゃ。クオークがああなってしまった以上、誰かがお前さんたち二人にあいつの身を委ねる。この状況では誰の。
では
Not enough for this. Quark shifted silently in Kay's arms.
クオーク君はその場そ そろばん同士が組むことは
Yeah,
で
you
きないんですよ。
What's your
そ
plan
んな
there,
ことは
Tenmyoji?
わしは今誰のこともと言ったが実は四つ葉じゃよ。
Clover? Why does he trust
私
Clover?
ああそうじゃ。
どうして？
理由は聞くな。とにかくお前さんならばクオークを安心して任せることができる。
I wonder if this path is linked with the other route. And because they escaped together, that's why you can trust her?
私のパートナーはシグマだよ。それで
Yeah.
もいいの？
構わん。投票は四つ葉。お前さんが一人で行うんじゃ。シグマには AB ルームの外で待機してもらって。
Sure, that's not gonna happen.
私は反対よ。クオークを四つ葉たちが連れていくってことは必然
And
的
that's
に
what
パターン C の組み合わせになるでし
everyone
ょ
else in a bad position.
そうしたら私はそんなの絶対に受け
じゃあアリス、
決まってるじゃん。クオークよ。放送で言ってたでしょ。所定の時刻までに投票を行わなかった場合未投票者の選択はってことはこのまま。
ダメじゃ。そういうよこしまな考えをするやつがおるから信用できんと言っておるのじゃよ。
This route, we're all fighting with each other.
時間がない。それでは多数パターン C に反
Alice and Dio are opposed to C.
なんだディオも反対なの。
これだけ相手に嫌われてちゃやりにくくって仕方ねえからな。
That means he can't convince her to ally, for him to betray.
まあいい。とにかく今挙手を行わなかった者は
No one objects. So, fortunately, those two are stuck with each other. No one objected. I kept my mouth shut too. Just as Alice had said, there was an excellent chance that Quark would default to ally. If that happened, he'd make a great opponent. I'd choose ally, of course, but it would be good to not have to worry about him choosing betray.
よし。
待ってよ。納得いかないわ。
だったらここに残る最も
Yeah.
お前のパートナーである
Kay handed Quark to me gently, then crossed his arms and turned to face Alice. Her jaw clenched as she stared up at him. I could see the gears turning inside her head.
わかったわよ。
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
カラードドア閉鎖。
Hurry, Clover! Door's closing!
シグマクオークのことくれ。
I got a good grip on Quark, nodded to Tenmyoji, and took off for the door. Our feet slapped against the metal floor as we ran. The empty voice of the announcer echoed in my ears. How far do you have to run?
ゼロ。
You're in a tiny room.
カラードドア閉鎖。
You should be able to take a couple steps and be there. See, this is a really bad route for us if we then betray Quark. Yep, the three doors, pull the lever.
そっか。じゃあクオだって見るからに壁からとか飛んできたらどうするの？じゃあシグマ
I shifted Quark over to one shoulder and flipped the switch with my free hand. Alright, there we go. Treatment center unlocked. Ooh, this is where we can put Quark in the cryostasis.
うん、扉が1枚治療室ってこと
Yeah. I glanced over at Quark asleep on my shoulder.
えどういうことあ、そうだよね
Optimistic thinking, but unfortunately, that's not the case in this room. Jellyfish! Oh, another lion. Wow, there are a lot of lion references, actually. What?
側面を見トリートメントポッ
Yep. Treatment pod. We gotta get in there first. Yep, time to look around. Clover nodded and bounced off to examine the room. I lay Quark down just outside the door to the treatment center. Clover might have been overly paranoid about the lever, but there was no harm in being cautious. I ruffled his hair gently, then turned and headed back into the room. I had some investigating to do. Yeah, time to sneak away out. It's a plant. They're green. I feel like it might be plastic. Oh wait, what? Okay. Take the whole plant. Okay. We just took the whole plant. That was not what I was expecting, to be honest. I thought it was going to be kind of a joke situation. Boop. What's on the screen? Oh, hi there. This reminds me of Sorry. What? Okay then. Nope. I think I accidentally clicked on the door. I didn't mean to. Okay, line. Okay. Yeah. I mean, to me it looks like he's trying to do anime laser. We don't know. There's supposed to be a sun. At least I assume so. The whole lion eating the sun does keep popping up. Mr. Jellyfish! You have something that we need. Clover, jellyfish don't eat human flesh. Huh. Well, first we need to unlock the tank. Alright. Plant number 2. This one's red. Also stuck. Huh. We have healthy one and a withered one. Kind of interesting. I feel like we're running out of things to do. There is plenty of strange stuff. No hands. Yeah, that's pretty strange actually. Green glowy thing, that's what I tried to click on. Okay. Of course. Number 3, hole in the bottom left corner. Kinda hard to see because we've had text covering it the whole time. But it is there. Two more. Are these counted as separate? Yep, there are those, which I'm thinking might be the plant stuff, because we have red and green. Or at least potentially. I mean, sure, that's not exactly a normal clock decoration, but why are you pointing it out? At the numbers. There's numbers 1 through 12, so therefore it must be a clock. I didn't need the whole synopsis there. Okay, well. Maybe if I get it out of the tree, then it'll be something. Oh good, how to open the pod room door. What convenient information. 4 pieces for the first password. 1 piece for the second password. Well, that's not gonna help us. 4 pieces. Well, wait, hold on. Pieces. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I don't think I get which way. It looks like M would be moving the pieces this way, while H moves the pieces that way. That's all I figured out. The door is protected by a 4-digit password. You can use the hit blow count hints displayed on the screen to figure out what those 4 digits are. If one of the numbers you select is in a number in the password and in the right place, that will add to your hit count. One of the numbers you select is a number in the password but is not in the right place, it adds a blow, and you get 10 tries for each password. Oh no. I don't like these kinds of puzzles. I can never figure them out quickly enough. Okay, we're gonna have to see. Gotta be really careful. I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have 1 hit. The issue is we don't know which one it actually is. Okay, one of the numbers in 1, 2, 3, 4 is correct. I'm gonna try 4. Ooh, okay. I think the 4 could potentially be the hit. Because it was a hit on both times. Let me try. Oh, okay. It definitely seems like the 4 is a hit. That's good. We now have 2 blows, which means it has to be 6 and 8. So 7 is the wrong number. Because our 5, 6, 7 would have had 2 blows if 7 was a blow. Okay. Which means 6 has to go there. I believe we're gonna try this out. There's more to it than I thought. But I think if we go 6, 4, we'll see if that gets us 2 hits. I'm gonna go 9, 1, 6, 4. Okay. I wish I could pull up the history of what I've tried now. Dang it. Okay. Luckily, we got that 4 right. It's pretty solid. Six went down, actually. Ooh, it had... That's right, it was an 8. 8 can't go there, so it has to go there or there. Let me try 8, 6, 1, 4. Dang it. Oh, that actually... I don't think it's a 6 anymore. I think it's the 7. The 7 was the double. Which means 7, 8, and 4. 8 should go there. Well, 7 goes there. 7, 8, blank, 4. Yes! Okay. Nope. Oh, we only have 3 more tries. Okay. Oh, we figured out 3 of the 4 numbers. Okay, but there can only be 1 of each number. That's good to know, actually. Oh, this is good. We only have 5, 6, and 9. There we go, it was a 9. I am glad that we were able to figure that one out without too much difficulty. We got a little closer at the end. But we did figure it out. Okay. We're now inside. Cool. Internal maintenance. Please stand by. Cool. Unhelpful. Internal maintenance. Cool. I mean, this one over here is the one we found Quark in last time, so maintenance complete. Activation chip. You think? Yes, we need to get Quark inside. Nope. I'm trying to see if perhaps there's something I can do. I'm trying to figure out what to do with the trees. Yep. Okay. Unimportant. Oh. Hi, key! Well, that's convenient. Right there. I mean, that one seems rather obvious that it should go here. Or it's... Oh, wait, no. Never mind. I forgot. That's a chip. The key... If I can get it to scroll... There we go. To the door. Back to the clock we go. Okay. We open the clock. Cool. Now what's this? Number 1 chip. Well. That was simple enough. We have the chip we needed. Let's go. That on in, and we have a blue screen. Before use, the system must be initialized. Please perform the following tests. Treat vegetation. Freeze vegetation. Until tests are complete, pod will not function with human occupant. We just do the testing. It's fine. My guess is treat the withered plant. Here you go, plant. Treatment cycle. Yeah. Let's go. Treatment completed. Pod opening. It's alive! It's really not that big of a deal. Yeah, but what was inside of it? A red chip! Hey, I was right! We just kind of had to get it out of the plant before we could put it in the clock. Oops. Time to freeze the healthy one. Sorry, Mr. Plant. Identifying subject done. Diagnosing subject done. Initiating freeze cycle. Freeze test complete. Pod opening. It's very frozen. Cunt. You broke it, Clover. You broke the plant. Sounds like glass shards. Uh-huh. Thank you very much. Alright, Quark. Yep, Saporal is decently strong. That and Quark as a kid, so it's even stronger on him. Single human occupant secured. Beginning treatment. Wait, what does the screen say? They all look normal. Something else? Radical 6 virus detected in subject. System is not equipped to treat Radical 6. Current program will alleviate symptoms but cannot cure viral infection. Alleviate symptoms, that's good at least. This system is capable of inducing a cold sleep state. Cold sleep state freezes the subject with CAS, preserving cellular structure. Hey, CAS! Freezing without the formation of crystals. During cold sleep state, body functions are suspended, preventing viral spread. Activate sleep function. It's a cryo chamber. It's fine. I need to get out of here and tell everyone else about this. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you sillies. You sillies. That's not good. You don't mess with someone when they're in the cold. Well, whatever. Oh look! We gave it a hand! And we give it another hand. It's 405. Cool. What's the point of this? I don't know. 405. Have we found anything that needs that? I think the only thing left is actually gonna be the tablet. I mean, I really have no clue what I'm supposed to be doing here, actually. I am very, very much confused at the moment. Okay. We are currently in the treatment room. I believe it's the treatment room at least. Yeah, treatment center. And I know it has something to do with the board game piece. And this is our hint. 4 pieces for the first password, 1 piece for the second password. But I don't understand how I need to move things. Unless I missed a hint somewhere, of course. I have done that in the past. Okay, so our first one starts at C. I don't get the M and H though. Trying to figure out here what's going on with this M and H in the middle, and I'm not really sure. So we have 405. And for the first password, we need to move 4 times, and then the second password, I think it was something else. But I still don't understand how I do the movement. There's one thing I'm pretty sure, it starts on C. Because that's going to be our first piece moving forward. But after that, I have no clue how to figure out where to go next. I'm also only guessing, but I think I'll go 5 in whatever the next direction is. I mean, C to H, that could be an option. Wait, what? I guess starting on M, going in that direction. Starting on H, going in this direction? Okay. Well, for 405, that puts us on a Y to begin with, which is not that great. I don't think things usually start with Y. I may have to look at this walkthrough specifically because it doesn't seem to be very easy to understand. Gotta go look at it myself. Oh, apparently I'm... Okay. Apparently there's something I'm already supposed to be able to get the jellyfish. I'm not quite sure how. Okay. Oh wait, we only have one time. Supposedly we're supposed to get 4 different times, and that'll give us our answers. And we've only gotten the 4th time. Hold on. What? because that's the only clock, and I can't... I'm also trying to figure out, how am I supposed to open that? Because I have nothing but the tablet. And that tank is very much locked at the moment. I guess I need to keep looking. Okay, I was right though. From what I can tell on how we're supposed to do this one, the issue is we don't have the times. So, our first one that we are... Okay, this one seems really vague at the moment. But I'm trying to look through this one. I was correct though. We start here at T. That's like our that's our starting place. And then okay, so this is... I really don't know... I don't really understand how we're supposed to get this. Because what it's saying is we're supposed to start T. We got that much. And then... the first password... So what it says was, one piece for the second password. And since the clue said one piece for the second password, after you move to the next square, continue from that square. I don't get how you're supposed to get that much. I also don't understand how we're supposed to get the different timings on the clock yet. Also, supposedly we can open treatment pod number 2 now. Oh, I guess we never actually... Okay. As for this one, we never actually tried to open it. We just tried to look at the skin. So that one I can... Yeah, I kind of missed that one. Oh well. So what we're gonna do is go deal with the jellyfish. And I'm hoping that the jellyfish are going to give us our thing for how to change the clock and get different times. Because otherwise I have no clue how to get it. There's a second lid. Cool. Yeah, it's not meat, Clover. Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy. You just stuck your hand in the water with jellyfish in it. Apparently, it's boiling. They're not aliens, Clover. They're probably fake. Okay. If you move one of the yellow jellyfish to the hole instead, you are a failure, and we are very disappointed in you. Oh, okay. So they only move one, which is interesting. That was easy enough. Cool. Grab it, jelly fast. Artificial jellyfish. I still don't like it. Don't give the jellyfish a name. Over. It's fake. It's not a chunk of meat, Clover. Circular tile. Perfect. I know where to put that. Right here. Here you go, lion. What did it do? Laser. It's a laser. Also, apparently it's pointing straight at us. What do we do with it? Excuse me, Mr. Laser. I guess we should maybe go check on Pod number 3. We haven't actually looked inside that one. Oh, and then when we open up, because there's been clocks on the inside of all these treatment pods. When we open it up, the laser points to something. Okay. Wait, added stuff? I didn't know there were numbers in there before. Cool. Well, that gives us 2 of our numbers. No. I'm trying to think. There's one there. One once we altered it. And the clock. Clock was the 4th number. That's why the number 4 is on there. Where was the 3rd one, though? That's what I need to go figure out. No, I guess it would be the first one. I'm still trying to figure out where I got that one. So... okay then. Huh. Yeah, no, I can't figure out how I'm supposed to get the time. Because over here on the clock, we got that one. Pretty simple. There were 2 numbers on pod 3, although we didn't actually see the first numbers because I did them out of order apparently. And I can't figure out where the other time is supposed to be. Yeah, we know that that's how we do it. Yeah, I don't see anything else that would give us the time, actually. So, okay. Tablet time. I've just got the password. So, I'm gonna just put that in. Four is one of them, and past is the other. still not entirely sure on how we were supposed to get those specific codes. There we go. Got those, simple enough. I mean, we didn't actually solve the puzzle, but there have been a couple of those where they seem really hard to understand. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and come on in here. Sun, moon, moon. Got it. Give us our golden file, thank you very much. And I actually did look through some of those golden file bits. Not all of them are useless. Some of them do add some fun bits. So we'll probably go take a look at some of them at the very end, once we have all of our bits. Basically look at the interesting ones. Star, star, sun. And there we go. Wait. Ooh, injection gun. Uh-huh. It's an injection gun. I mean, we used it to put the Saporal. Used the Saporal to knock out Quark. Hey, what's that? Neostigmine? What's Neostigmine? Seems like you might know it, Clover. Darn. Oh well. Nope. No proof that's bad. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna trust Clover. That's a bad idea. Okay, whatever. I don't know why that topic came up, but sure. Our usual map. We don't care about this. We've seen this many times. Nor do we care about the key cards. Yep, he's in the pod. And then the paper. That's what I'm interested in. Oh, okay, so this is the not voting path. It looks like for every one of the first 3 chromatic doors, one of the paths for the second section set of choices will give you this warning. And of course our exit key. Yeah! And where is our exit door? Oops, I think it was over here. Yep, it's over here. My bad. I also think I might have gone the long way. Let's go! Treatment center. Finished. Beep beep. Yep, gate is
別の
open.
チームの誰かが
Obviously, Dio. Clover's voice stopped me. What is it, Clover? I turned to see her pointing toward the wall with the treatment pods.
表示がポッドのモニターの表示だよ。
Why'd the screen change? Recent operational records. I stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Currently treating 1 subject. Makes sense. It's Quark. That 1 subject had to mean Quark. This was the pod we put him into after all. I read on. 748, 1 subject released. 806, 1 subject successfully restored. 816. Cold sleep mode disengaged. Someone was in a cryo chamber in here. I wonder which one of us it was. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization by an admin. So Zero left that one record for us to find. And that was it. All at the same times.
およそ8時間前までこのポッドの中でコールドスリープにかけられてた人間がいる。
This is just confirming my theory that we've been asleep for a lot longer than we thought we were.
そういうことみたいね。しかも3台のポッド。
Got out 8 hours ago.
そう考
Head
える
to
の
the
が
AV
こ
room.
の施設の中にゲームの参加者以外の誰かがただ正確に言うと9人のうちのじゃなくて
True. Because
10
we
人
know
のう
it's
ち
not
の
Theo. It's meant to be the old woman.
私に聞かないでくれる？
Pod people.
そんなのわからないって。
Pod people.
記録には性別も年齢もこんなんじゃ推理のしようがないよ。
Good points. Yeah, it doesn't say when they were put into sleep
記録は
either.
管理者により削除されましたって、なんか思いっきり怪しげな作為を感じるんだけど。
Zero definitely erased those records. That way we wouldn't know that it's been years.
相対時間？なんでだろう。
Probably because it's a hint.
どうして？
Although technically we could figure out the timeline. At least to a rough degree. Because the whole eclipse happening, we know when that happens, we know when we saw it. And then just back up timeline-wise from then. We could actually figure out what time it was if we really
ゼロ
wanted
ボス
to.
が私たちに
Yes, he deleted a lot of it, but he left that on purpose.
もしかしてモニターの記録は全部デタラメでゼロボスは私たちをからかうためにこんな仕掛けを
I don't think so.
断言はできないけどって言ってるの。
This is too elaborate. There'd be so much effort put into
とに
this
かく
to just
他のみんなにも聞いてみよう。
Prank,
何か思い当たることがないかどうか。
Yes, we should
それ
head
から
back.
クオーク
We double checked that Quark was alright in his pod, then hurried out of the treatment center. And it was definitely the freezing test was 100% meant to intimidate them so that they didn't use it. I feel like it wasn't necessary otherwise.
なんか上の階ねえ
Yep, the whole
治療
warehouse B.
いやこの倉庫あれって3枚
Yep, and those are white chromatic doors.
いやこれほら脇に
Yep,
でもだって
true. If we betray Quark,
私たちはその対戦だよね。でもクオークは
所
see,
定の
Tenryoji
時
trusted
刻まで
Clover,
に
and that was
投
actually
票
a
を
bad
行
idea,
わなく
as she is one of the least trustworthy out of
シ
all
グマ
of
だっ
us.
てそのだからパターン C いいって私たちはパートナー隠し事はやめようよ。
It's true though, Clover.
じゃあ本気で言ってるの？
Sigma's
協力を
actually
選
a
ぶべき。
nice person.
ちょっとや
And
め
he
て
would
よ。
rather pick
こんな
Ally.
チャンス次のラウンドで BP を8にすることができたとしても、それ以前のこととして、今 BP が6の人は3人いるでしょ。リオ、K、ファイの3、この3人のうちの誰かが
Huh? We know exactly what's gonna happen. Dio will betray. See, that's the thing though. Dio doesn't care. He will kill Alice.
ダメ、そんなの絶対にダメ。じゃあアリスたちの投票先は？だけど K の
It's
BP
not
は
that big of a
9になるじゃん。
for Dio. But it is for K, and we know K will leave.
だったらやっぱり K の BP が9になったら3。
逆に言うと、
その人が
Yeah, but you have to convince them to
要
not
する
open
に
the
K
door.
は目標値に達してもここにとどまり
And no
続ける
one
と。
has been willing to do that.
そんなのあり。
Yep.
分かったよ。
Back to Flore! Turn and head for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me. Open up the door! Yeah, there is no way that the door is not gonna open up this next round. Just knowing what we know of people. See, I feel like potentially we could convince Clover, even if we get 9 points, to stay behind. Potentially. Because nothing has happened yet. But every time that Clover escapes, it's because Alice is dead. So if Alice is dead, then we can't convince Clover. But if she's not, then I think we have a chance to keep Clover here.
四つ葉、よかった。戻ってきたのね。ええ、そうよ。
Okay, of course, we're slow.
おい、クオークはどうしたんじゃ。
He's fine, Tenmyoji. Tenmyoji's expression was furious. The way he was stomping toward me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what had happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could.
じゃが、その治療用ポッドとやらは
多分ね。
多
Probably.
分
They're definitely
どっち
safe.
なんじゃ。とにかくわしはクオークのことが気がかりじゃ。
Totally.
四つ葉、その治療室とやらに案内してくれ。大丈夫じゃ。投票の締め切り時刻までにはまだ20分はあるじゃろう。行って戻ってきても十分間に合う。
分かったよ。
You never know. 20 minutes could go
じゃ
by
あ
really
ついてきて。
easily. As soon as she finished, she was off. Tenmyoji followed at her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone, out the magenta door. Awesome.
何のことでしょう。
Yep. It was Dio,
シグマ、よく見
who
ろ。
was also the only one not here.
私たちが全員。
そうだ。
And it's obviously Dio.
俺だよ。
Yep.
別に問題ないだろう。お前らが戻る前に開けたって。
Except it is a big deal, Dio. Let's give him the paper that we found.
どうして仮に締め切り時刻に間に合わなかったとしても投票さ
Nope.
なんだ。
私たちが入った
私たちが探索した食料庫にもありませんで。
Treatment center's the only place that has that.
ルールの補足 ABA 対戦そのいいか少なくと
わかったよ。悪かった。だが本当に知らなかった。当たり前じゃないか。
Actually, it's hard to say. He did wait in one round, but I also think that's the only round where he's even had an option to
何を言っ
wait.
てるんだお前は。
So it's hard to say for sure. Because I think every other route, no one knows.
ところでシグマ、
And the only other
お前たちが
route
探
that
索
we
したのは
did
治
find
療
that
室なん
note
だよな。
in, we locked him up. And he ended up dying because of it.
治療室というと、なんだか薬品の類が大量にそこにラジカル6のコー
Yep, that would be a different room.
そうか。だとするとポットには
Unfortunately, not. The pod said so. Also a question of how long it provides relief. As quick as I could, I explained what the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep. Although my guess is actually all 9 of us were in there, and Zero just wiped any record of before that. That's gonna be my guess, because we were all in the pods.
つまり私たちのうちの3人は
誰なのよその3人って。
Yep.
なあ、そのコールドスリープというのは、つまりクマやカエルが冬眠すると心臓はどうなる？
It is
コールドスリ
complete
ープにか
freezing.
けられている間は
Yes,
停
your
止する
heart
ことに
does
なるので
stop.
はないか。
That's how they got Quark's bracelet off. Because we had the thing where they found Quark's bracelet, but we never officially found Quark. That's because he was put in a cold sleep to get his bracelet off. Uh-huh. Wait, this could be the answer we need for the saving our life in the other route.
でその後すぐに解凍すりゃいいってわけか。
ポッドは3台あるって言ってたわよ。
だとすると、9人で順番にそれを行ったとしても、
しかし皆さんはいいでしょうが
See, that is kind of the biggest issue with K. But it still says his bracelet will come off. It's just a matter that armor could be an issue. But we know how to take the armor off. Well, we think
ま
we
あ
know how
なんとかなるんじゃない？
We've
とにかく
never
行ってみましょう。
We
話は
haven't
それから
actually
よ。
done that one yet. Because every time, the one time we had it, Theo had it. Which of course was an issue. And we haven't gotten that info again. Hey, we all ran
ちょ
back
っと
down.
コールドスリープの機能が使えなくな
何もルナが誤単にゼロボスかゼロウサギが機能にロックをかけたというだけのことじゃ。
Zero stopped us.
コールドスリー
だからその後でゼロの野郎がタク。
確かによくコールドスリープを使ってバングルを外すなどという抜け道
No,
を
it's only
ゼ
there
ロ
for
が見逃
certain
すはずはないですよ
situations.
ね。
あるいは、私がそれをゼロウサギに聞かれてしまって。
いずれにせよ
残念。本当にそう思ってんのかよ。内心はホッとしてんじゃねえのか。お前のその体じゃコールドスリープにはかけられないかもしれねえからな。
なんてことを言うんですか。私は本当に
Before Kay could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility. Yeah, we only
ア
have
ン
so
ビデ
long,
ックス
guys.
ゲームプレイヤーは所定。
ねえ、そろそろ戻らないと。
Considering it took them probably about 8 or so minutes to get down here,
わしはここにクオークを置いている。
おい、何を寝ぼけたこと言っ。そろばんであるあんたの対戦相手はファイト。もしかしたら2人に殺さ。
わしの BP が。
そうだ、あんたが次のラウンドを棄権したら投票先は自動的に強力に設定される。だからファイとルナが裏切り。
我々は裏切りなど強力に投票するつもりだ。
That and Luna's too nice. She doesn't.
初めからそのつもりでしたし。
ルナさんの BP も。ですから、本来であれば、天明寺さんは強力で確定しているのですから。
まあそういうこと。わしはファイとルナを信じておる。必ず強力に投票してくれる。
We're gonna have to see how this goes.
お前さんに言われるまでもない。片時も目を離さずに見守って。
さあみんな、時間がないわ。
Yeah,
行きましょう。
you guys do need to get going though. Alright. Yeah, there are only 4 pods that open.
投票の締め切りまで残り4分。
Now Tenmyoji can't enforce the rule of Clover goes in alone.
うん。
That's a convenient way around that. Alrighty. Let's begin.
ねえシグマ。あれ治療室で天明寺やっぱり私たちは。
Yeah.
それは
He probably explained his
言えな
how
いの。
much he cares.
どうしても多分話しても本当に
Come on, tell us.
いや
Of course not.
それに絶対に誰にも言わない。
Of course. Fine.
関係あるよ。だって天明寺さんにとって
Yeah.
クオークを裏切るってことは
Which we've already done
ほら
once before.
赤青緑の。
わしは今誰のこともと言った四つ葉じゃね。とにかくお前さんならばクオ。
私
Yep. Yeah, you did seem kinda ready, Clover. You keep
だからあ
changing
れ
your
は
mind.
天明寺さんが何者なのか知らなかったからで。
You change your mind pretty easily, it seems.
天明寺さんが話してくれたことが。
投票の締め切りま
Oh,
で
wait.
残り
I'm
1
wondering
分
if he told her
で
that
す。
he's Junpei. And that, so she would have recognized him. Oh, sort of. She would have recognized the name. And he then would have been able to tell her about the previous game to confirm it.
シグマ協力を選んで。だってどうせ装置の前に駆け寄っても
That's actually
首根っ
pretty
こを
true.
掴まれて引きずり戻される力ではシグマにはかなわないんだから。
I turned to face the voting machine. What do I do? Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Tenmyoji. That wasn't even taking into consideration that Quark was just a kid. And he was infected with the deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. On the other hand, what Clover had said in the warehouse on floor B was true. It was unlikely that I'd get a chance like this again. If I'd chose betray, then I'd have 9 BP. I'd be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
投票の
Okay, our usual countdown.
3
Oh,
Ni-
we actually skipped most of the
Each.
countdown. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna bet on this is both. They're both gonna be kind of bad endings. Where the door
アン
gets
ビレッ
open.
クスゲーム第2
But
結
we're
果
gonna
は
see
お
how it
疲れ様
goes.
でした。 アンビデックスゲートを
I do think Dio is willing to kill Alice, though.
シグマ。
She couldn't look. I gave her a light pat on the shoulder and headed toward the wall where the results would be displayed.
アンビデックス一度
Alright. Yep. Dio betray. They did ally. And, of course, Quark has to ally. So we're actually good. I'm really surprised. I thought the door was going to open there.
結果は各自バングルの数字を互角
Although, to be honest now, no one can trust Dio at this point.
ありがとう。
当たり前じゃないか。天明寺の BP は1で、おまけに投票先は
They did
そ
say
の
they
状況
would,
で
so
裏切り。
もしも私たちが裏切りに。
Alice Kay and Dio, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round. To be fair, it was expected of Dio.
ちょっと何考えてんのよ。裏切りを選ぶなんて正気の沙汰とは思えないわ。
Both?
私を殺そうとしたの？
It's called both, Alice.
別にそういうわけじゃ。
じゃあどういうつもりなのよ。もしもこっちが強力に投票してたら、
バングルに仕込まれた注射器が作動し、
だからそういうことだよ。アリスの BP は1だったから、お前らが協力を選ぶはずはないと思ったんだ。
And so what's your loss? What is your loss, Dio?
つまり状況から考えて、お前らが裏切りに、それを知りながら協力を選ぶなんて自殺行為だろ。
Why? You're at 6 BP, dude.
あなたの BP は6もあるんだから。
まあすぐには死なんだろうな。
You idiot.
だがほとんど死刑宣告を受けたに等しい事態にはなる。しかもその宣告は K 以外の全員に下されるものだ。
どういうことよ。
Okay, that's the only good point. Is the fact that it would get K up to 9 points.
お前らの投票先は裏切り、その状況で俺が協力を選んだら K の BP
6+3
だろ。そうなったらもうゲームは終わりだ。
Again,
人生も終わり。
Not necessarily.
K は Q の扉を開いてこの施設から出ていき、残りの8人はここに取り残されたまま不毛な一生を終えることになる。分かったか。だから俺は裏切りを選んだ。アリス、お前を含めて K 以外の全員を救うために。
Sure, buddy. No one should fall for your tricks. Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal, before finally snorting indignantly and stalking away. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with the rumbling sound of the doors sliding shut.
アンビデゲートなおこれを
As many times as we want, yep.
星のカードキーを、そういうこと。
なあ、
AB ゲートが閉まる。それから、
Yep. Shifting around. I don't know why everyone just shows us. Like, okay then. Where's Solo? Okay.
ああ、それアリスたちのチーム
Wait,
この倉庫で。
So what am I? Who are we gonna be grouped with? Ooh. We're grouped with Tenmyoji and Quark again. That's gonna be interesting.
おや、次はパタ。
そうだ。白の第二扉。ちなみに天明寺とクオークはこの場にはそうじゃないと。青のソロであるし。
悪夢だわ。またしてもディオと組まなきゃ。
アリスに夢はお似合いだ。不思議の国を渡り歩いてきたんだ。
Everybody puts up with Dio. Wait. I think you just roasted yourself, Dio. Good job.
と白の第一扉が
Yep. A good bit of time.
とにかく気になるのはラジカル6の感染。
ダメ元で抗ウイルス薬。
そうだな。みんなも手伝ってくれるか。
もちろんです。
わかりました。
了解だよ。
I mean,
俺も手を貸し。
シグマは
There's really no point in not doing it at this point.
よし。
I'm really surprised that we didn't end up with the door open this time. After some discussion, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Luna and Alice to the treatment center, and Clover, Vi, and myself to the pressure exchange chamber.
では
Going to the
CD
PC.
開放までの残り時間が10分になった時に
Yep, 10 minutes before the door opens. Sounds good. Granted, we all usually run late, so this is gonna be interesting.
アリスさんとルナさんは
ええ。
でしたら
わかりました。
それから病と戦っている最中にポットから出すのは気が引けますが
We don't
ク
really
ノ
have
ー
a
ク君の
choice
バングル
here.
がなければシグマさんも
了解よ。
さあ、そうと決まればさ、行こう。
With a final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading in a different direction. I wonder what we're gonna end up doing here in the PC. Because hey, we actually know the puzzles in here now.
いや、正確にこの部屋は2層構造になっていて。
どうして知ってるの？
アリスから聞いたんだよ。アリスはこの部屋を探索した3人のうちの。
Of course.
そうだ。
そうだ
Head
ね。
downstairs then. Down the elevator we go.
そうらしいな。これもアリスからの受け売りなんだが。
It's a fake. Yeah, that info. That's right. Apparently the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of the system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we'd need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
ほら、あれはウイルスの感染を防ぐためのもので、あれを着てこの減圧室に入らないと
I mean, it's not really like it
外
did
には
that
出られないん
much
だとさ。
good. Yeah,
残
it
念ながら
was.
そのあ
ね
あ、なんだ。
え、さっきのファイの話によると、防護服を着て
That
この減
would
圧室に入れば
make sense.
外に出られるってことにならない？
Except for the fact that this is a fake.
ああ、それ
Well, I
減
mean,
圧
it's a
室
real
の奥の
pre-
方にある扉。
it's a real
がっちりと溶
pressure
接されてて開かないみたいなんだ。
but we're not gonna be able to get through the second door.
それを言うなら、9の扉だって同じだろう。
Yeah, that's the same as the number 9 door.
まあとにかく、クオークを助けて。
そうだ
Yeah,
ね。
there's no way
それで
Excalibur
は
is gonna be
私は
here in the PC,
上の
though.
シグマと四つ葉を。
了解。
I really want Clover to tell us more. I want to confirm if my theory. Couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Oh, sad. Something different. Oh well. Good question though. The whole virus situation. Oh.
お前ら
それはでも
ウイルスがばらまかれるという情報なら耳にしたことがある。
Okay. Yeah, they do know. Huh? The whole organization info's popping up again. Silver was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. And finally, she lifted her head and met my eyes.
わかったよ。
Yay, we're finally gonna get more info!
その代わり、私が言ったってこと、アリスには絶対内緒だからね。
Last time Clover did try to tell us, but Alice shut her down.
約束してくれ。
Yeah, we won't tell Alice. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention at a complete loss for words. Here's what she said. Ah. Sis. Okay, so it's a government department. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Offense of Internal Security. We're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements, such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or citizenry, such as Free the Soul. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice. Yep. I told you that I played the No-No games twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time. Supposedly about a year ago. We'd just escaped and we were all stuffed into this SUV barreling across the desert. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS. She'd been on her way to the building we'd been trapped in as part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. Great. We have to give her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking, and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. Free the soul! We couldn't see how us playing the nunnery game had anything to do with the terrorists. But Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists? No, that's not the case. That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. No, the terrorists were ones that were already blown up and murdered. Fortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now on the run. Anyway, we were taken back to SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group they're investigating. But they must not have found anything, because after a few days of questioning, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. Except for Clover. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguards for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome for one. And he was in both of the last two nunnery games too. So anyway, we'd been grabbed twice, but the people behind the two nunnery games were totally different. And that didn't matter to my mom though, so after that, all these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking over one day, and we decided to leave. Like, run away. So we did it. After that, we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe, and he composed music. Really? Snake was a musician? Cool. He plays the harp and he started writing this kind of new agey music. Got kind of popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he'd play at Little Venus like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff in the book he'd written and play his song. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty. They just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's Snake. It's not that big of a deal. Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day, Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second nunnery game. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar too. It only took a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first nunnery game. We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. We walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we as a species will die out completely. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenetic field. We need that. I'm guessing you don't know what any of that is, but basically we can do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy. That's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenetic field. The purpose of the first nunnery game was to research that ability, so they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids from that experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't like kids anymore. Anyway, everybody she brought in was an Esper. That included me and my brother, of course. Good question, where is Snake then? I bet you think I'm just making all this up, huh? I don't blame you. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. So when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted me to use some weird ability I had before them? No way. I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job after all, and most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. True. This is a government job, so they pay pretty well. Alright, I forgot to tell you, she told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot. More wealth than you could imagine. I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. A couple days passed, and then Alice showed up at our apartment. Didn't waste time. The people behind the first nunnery game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and the SOIS were after. Yep. Wasn't that, she asked, something that I might want to know more about? I found me curious. My brother too. Clencher was what 7 said to us. Oh, 7. He was one of the guys that got abducted with us for the second nunnery. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us. You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Junpei is. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. Side notes. 7 was a Japanese policeman, which is probably how Alice got in touch with him. Okay, so I'm thinking this is probably like right before the Zero Escape stuff. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the SOIS. For the next couple months, all we did was train. Half the time, it was general knowledge and technical skills an SOIS agent needed, and the other half was learning to strengthen our Esper ability. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while, and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility posing as one of their workers, and then use the morphogenetic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was fake, and I got captured. Alice had to come and rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started crying. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. So from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. The directors decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike. This time, I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. And you did. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. Then, on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans. It all went wrong! And when you woke up, you were in the warehouse. That's a lot of talking.
Nani?
Okay, first off. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Where's Snake?
どういうわけか。最初に目覚めた時から、近くに能力者がいれば、共鳴作用を起こして力が増幅されるんだけど、ここではそれも期待できないしね。
We just don't know it yet.
私よりも能力の強い人がそばにいると、力はその人に吸収されちゃったりもするんだ。
That's what it is. They kind of absorb the powers. And that's us.
だから、って思ったけど。
Yep. Okay, next question. So we're getting closer to the truth that Sigma, well, both Sigma and Phi actually, are espers. Yep, they were trying to spread that virus. Which means they potentially succeeded.
さすがに言えないよ。
Or they definitely succeeded in this round.
だって、アリスに怒られちゃう
Alice
し。
is gonna be mad at you no matter what, Clover. You've already said so much stuff.
でも、それが分かれば苦労はしないって。
Obviously,
判明してるのは、そうだね、来週のことかもしれないし、もしかしたら、過去のことかも。
It already happened.
だって、そう考えたら辻褄が合うじゃん。
Yep. While you were knocked out,
この減圧室のことも、新聞記事のこと、それから、3人がコールド。
people were put in cold sleep. See, again, I think it's more than just those three. I think it was everyone.
嘘をついてる。
Tenmyoji, yes. I actually think Tenmyoji is lying.
K の記憶喪失が本当だとしたら、
And
5
K
人ってことになるね。
doesn't remember. So,
あと、それか
Quark is
ら、
out too. We know the whole situation behind Phi, and it's a little wonky.
でしょ？
But I still don't know what's up with Luna, actually. Because she does have the necklace, the bird necklace.
4人が嘘を知らないよ、そんなの。
It's a terrorist
移民どもを
organization.
浄化するためだって聞いたことがあるけど。
They're terrorists. What more reason do they need?
グミン。
We're not gonna get anything, are
う
we?
るさい！黙ってて！何か。
Just like with Seven, this close to remembering.
グミン。
What? What is that? She leapt up, suddenly excited.
ステログミン！
Oh yeah, the Nesta Jameen. We found that.
もう忘れちゃったの？
Of course. Of course Sigma forgot.
これの
Clover.
ことだよ！
As she spoke, she pulled something out of her pocket. is the injection gun complete with a vial of medication. So, what is it?
だからそれを思い出したんだよ。
She did say it sounded familiar
お
before.
兄ちゃんから聞いたことがあるの。ステログミンはコリンエステラーゼ阻害薬。
わらわら。
つまり筋弛緩薬ハイメトリンの解毒剤になるんだって。
Okay, it's an antidote for something. But how does that help us?
これ以上わかりやすくしようがない。ああ、もうわかったよ。
That mean it's a antidote for radical
それじゃ
6.
この注射銃に装填されてる薬ステログミンは筋弛緩薬ハイメトリンの解毒剤
That's
にな
where
る
it
の。
comes from. The muscle relaxant in our bracelets.
理解した？
Oh. Not only do we have the cryo chamber, but if that's been stopped, we have this stuff.
そう。
But only one person can be
ペナル
saved
ティ
using
を課
this
せられた
method.
人に注射され
まずはマンドレインを注ぎ込んで文字通り
And this is the fact that Zero put these here was for a reason. They're in the safes.
だから何度も言わせないでよ。死ななくても済むん助かるんだよ。
You
た
don't
だし
have to die. Yeah, there's
Without
only
him.
once.
そうなるね。一番有効なのは9の扉に潜り込むことだよ。
Number 9 door. Yeah. That
誰
would
か
be
が
a
目
really
標値に
good
達したとそ
time
の時
to
に
do it.
この薬をとにかくこのことをアリスに
Clover. Well, bye, Clover. She's already gone. I was, I think, understandably upset. And upstairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it was back, I jumped on and headed up. Bye. Hi. Oh no. Fi's getting hit with Radical 6 now. She didn't say anything, just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly glazed, and her body was unnaturally stiff. I grabbed her shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly, she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. She gestured toward the exit that led away from the warehouse. Fi's only answer was a slow, shallow nod. I headed for the exit and paused. Oh, there's way more to it than just that. Still no response. There's something odd about her, but catching Clover seemed like more of a priority. I turned back around and jogged out the door toward the treatment center. Okay. We're gonna have to see how this goes. I'm a little worried now that we know Fi is infected. Yep, they're already gone. I'd assumed Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but the room was empty. Luna and Timyoji were gone too. They'd left Quark, and the readout on his pod said his vital signs were still normal. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep. Yes, it's time to go look somewhere else. I made my way out of the treatment center. Uh-oh. Nothing in the pantry. Nothing in Warehouse B. No one in the lounge. Where is everyone at this point? This is really strange. Uh-oh. Well, hi there, poster. There's no one here. Where is everyone? The only person we've seen is Vi. The infirmary. Why would everyone be in the infirmary? Hello? Whoa. Are we getting hit with the virus now? I ran into the room and stopped short. I might as well have run into a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. Wait, is everyone dead? I think everyone might be dead. I felt my whole body convulse, whether from terror or nausea, I couldn't tell. My legs went limp and I crumpled to the floor. Ugh. Something sticky pressed against the palm of my hand and I looked down to see blood. A vast warm pool of fresh blood stretching out across the room, lapping at my legs and hands. Oh, who's dead? Is everyone dead? Oh! Wait, even Vi? Wait, the what? So we know Vi was hit with the virus. It seems odd that Clover would get hit with it after that. I can't speak for anyone else, though. In the middle of the lake of blood, like an island of flesh, were bodies. That also seems like a lot of blood. How'd they all die? They were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes. Too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. Had they sliced themselves open or stabbed one another? Couldn't tell. All the blood, too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear what tool they'd used to do it. The scalpel. The scalpel! Why did we leave that lying around after Quark tried to murder himself with it? A scalpel lay in the blood next to him, its handle and blade streaked with gore. This was how they had died. This tiny blade. Dang, that was fast, though. Because for Vi, we had just seen her. God, this is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. Right? Have to end it. This nightmare Radical 6 is it's hit us fully. Time to wake up. My fingers scraped across the floor as I picked up the scalpel. I lifted it slowly, carefully to my neck, as if someone were guiding my hand with theirs, and drew it across my throat. Okay. We are all dead! Yeah, cool. Dang, that virus acts fast! We didn't even get a warning this time. Now Quark is just in the pod. Okay. And that's an ending, it looks like. Looks like that is, one of the endings. Okay. The virus wins. No one survives. Not quite what I was expecting to end on. But, looking like this might be where we call it for tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and let the credits play out because we can't skip them. Wait, there we go. Oh, this is the Clover ending. Okay. Because we got all that info from Clover now. But I'm pretty sure that this does in fact mean... Yep. Oh, we're gonna use it for how Phi and K can be saved? That's not what I was expecting. I was expecting this. How we could be saved. But apparently it unlocked how Phi and K can be saved instead. Alrighty. I think let's go ahead. I was gonna think about ending it there, but this other path is where we betray and we can then escape. So I think this one should be a little faster than the Clover ending that we just got. Betray! I mean, to be honest, I really thought that ally path would get us stuck here again. Nope. Instead it murdered us. Okay. Your choice, Clover. It is. I grinned and headed towards the display. See, we're obviously all infected with the virus already, so I don't know how we're supposed to survive even if we open the door. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Yep. Betray. Betray. Ally. Ally. Betray. Ally. There we go. We made it out.
四つ葉、これは一体どういうこと？
It actually was not Clover this time. She did actually try to convince us to ally.
シグマ、どういうことなのか説明。
なんだと？
Okay, apparently even Sigma's a jerk. When he gets 9 points, he doesn't wait around. When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. Cool. Even Sigma's a jerk when it comes to this. No one can be trusted to get to 9 points and not immediately escape. My feet pounded across the metal floor of the warehouse as I ran for the number 9 door.
Oi, mate!
He'd have to do better than shout if he wanted to stop me. It was closer. I was almost there. I took one last running leap and slammed into the wall, the unlocking device right in front of me. The yell of triumph, I threw the lever down. Wow, Sigma's been the most dramatic about this. Out of all the people that opened the door, he has been the most dramatic. The door began to open. A heavy metallic grinding noise filled the room. As if you weren't gonna do it, Dio. His voice sounded almost surprised. I turned to face him. Sorry. Looks like this is goodbye. Even fine. I'll go to the police as soon as I get out and come back to help. I'm not going to just leave you all here to die. Sure, Dio. I'm sure you will. Maybe you should get your eyes checked.
おいみんな、奴をこのまま行かせちまっていいのか？
ダメよ。許せないわ。病人であるクオークが投票できないのをいいことに裏切りを選ぶなんて。
If you don't let me go, you're permanently trapped. At least if you let me go, you have a chance.
そんなの同感だな。
私もそう思います。
See, this is going to be the one time where people actually stop the person who opens the door.
いいな。
分かったわ。了解だ。
任せてください。
Oh my gosh. The one time they actually gang up on someone.
観念しろ、シグ。行け！
See, I don't know why, but people always wait. They never just run through the door the moment it starts to open. I spun back around to face the door. There it was, right in front of me. Freedom! I leapt for it, Or at least try. I told you, the one time out of all the times that someone opens the door, it's us. And of course Sigma was an idiot and didn't just run for it as soon as it was open. It happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly my cheek was being pressed against the cold steel floor of the warehouse. Yep. You're not getting out of here, Sigma. You're not getting out of here. Oh, man. Good job, Kay. We do deserve this, though, to be honest. We do honestly deserve that. I could feel something huge, heavy and metal pressed against my back. Okay. At least send Clover out, guys. Don't be that dumb. Kay had to be holding me down. I flailed and kicked, but it didn't do any good. What are you doing? You're just killing yourselves. The door only opens once.
分かってるわ。四つ葉、行きなさい。
Yep. Okay, good. Keep Sigma here. Send Clover.
私たちの中で B つまりあなたしかこの先には進めないってこと。
でも
これは上官の命令よ。あなたが外に出て助けを呼んで。
そんな。
Call for help.
いいからしのごの言わずに行きなさい。扉が閉ま、誰一人ここを出ることはできなくなるわ。だから。
You have to. The door had already begun to close. The space was near and still wide enough for a single person to make it through.
分かったわ。それじゃ仕方がないわね。
A bonk! And throw her through. I couldn't see what had happened, but I heard enough to guess. Alice had shoved Clover through the door. Looking up, I could see Clover's feet just beyond the doorway.
アリス！
お願い、助けを呼んできて。頼んだわよ。
アリス！アリス！アリス！
You have to, Clover. You're the only one of us who can now. Good job, though, guys. The one time that you actually decide to stop the person, it's Sigma. Now the question is, what are they going to do with me now? Okay, guess nothing. It's just a game over. Alrighty. Well, next time we have some more to go. We have one more path. We'll have this one that we can real quick go down. Save Phi and K. That's the one where Dio's bracelet is broken. And then the other one, and then we'll be jumping all the way back up. We've gone through the magenta door. We've gone through the yellow door. All we'll have left to do is the cyan door. And its 3 paths. We're getting close to the end, actually. We're getting pretty close. Should be interesting. And, yeah. That'll all be on Tuesday next week, though. Because, of course, tomorrow is going to be I, the Somnium Files. And then Saturday is going to be our spooky night. So, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bye!